What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna try to play Dragon Age The Veilguard, but this game seems like it takes an enormous amount of VRAM, so I do not think this is gonna go well, seeing as though we can only use like 2.5-ish before it starts giving us terrible stutters, or before something overheats or something else. I haven't actually discovered the actual culprit of that yet. These are all just my assumptions so far. I'm hoping one day I'll be able to figure it out, or someone else will for me. That way I can let you guys know. And yeah, unfortunately I did not download all this stuff last night on these. This is the one PC that just kind of doesn't stay hooked up to anything normally now. It just kind of chills next to my safe. But actually, now that I think about it, I have my new Switch for my consoles and my TV, PC, and all that stuff. So now I can actually go grab that Ethernet cord and make this go a hell of a lot faster. I mean, the Wi-Fi on this thing isn't the worst in the world, but it's still not great. I've definitely seen worse things. But at the same time, hooking it up with a nice old Ethernet cable and just using, you know, as much as my network can do is much better. Because we can go from probably like 50, 60 that's doing right now to freaking, you know, 118. That's hugely better. But anyway, luckily you guys don't have to stick around for that rigmarole. We'll just pop back into the game and the settings screen as soon as it's done.
All right, so here's the settings we're gonna go with, 1080p and all that. Just gonna do FSR quality though, just like we did on the Ally, because if the Ally couldn't quite do it, guarantee this one's not going to, but I still wanted to see what it would do. So we're gonna just see. Hell, it might crash on us because we're looking at how much VRAM we're using. We're using way more than what we're allowed to. Anyway though, let's go see how it does. All right, well, here we go. Getting like 15 FPS. Not exactly great. But we'll still get a little bit of gameplay here. We'll get through this little cutscene, and I think there's a tiny little battle with some creatures right after, so we'll do that too. Even though I'd honestly rather just stop this after like 35 seconds or a minute or so. We'll go for a little longer than I normally would.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option to help him justify changing his mind.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Rook, take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
Let it go fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
All right, so I think that's just about all I can stand of this terrible FPS. It's probably making you guys sick too, so let's move on. All right, let's try something slightly more realistic now. We'll do 900p. Now, we also put it down to medium settings here. And alright, let's get into the game. Well, alright. Unfortunately, it did that crap where it only took up some of the window, but at the same time, it looked perfectly centered in OBS itself. It's so irritating when it does that, because it makes me think I'm good. Man, at least now we're getting a lot better FPS, but dropping down to 26 and whatnot, I still don't think we'd get perfect FPS even if we weren't recording. Ah, Dragon Age The Veilguard.
You have no what you have done.
Solus. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic.
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Alright, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough.
Stale smoke's no
Sought
fun.
Not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Man, that is some good green.
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
I pretty much picked. There's not a single one that I don't like. I like them all for different reasons this time. Sometimes I get one or two I like, and the last one's a dud or something like that.
Varric always said you'd have a big
I think this stuff's called White Devil.
Yeah.
Now I'm
he said
curious.
that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths and let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So
Yep,
those
I was
things
right.
got out.
White Devil.
Gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Well, now, let us move on. Well, alright. It still faked me out and said that it was centered, so the whole time I thought, oh yeah, I'm doing a great job. And even the thumbnails look centered, so I was like, okay, I don't need to even check these. But sometimes I'll check them, they'll be messed up, and I can't do anything anyway, so. I'm glad these ones are at least, you can see what's going on. It's just going to look all goofy. Sometimes it cuts important details off, and I'm like, okay, I don't even want to show this. So we'll still get some gameplay, even though it's just going to look goofy. Alright, so here we go. Like I said, it's still all messed up. It tricked me and made me think everything was good, everything was fine. And it was not good or fine. But alas, this is the problems with OBS. But I'm still glad I'm using it. A bunch of people talked me into it. I was just going to do camera recorded gameplay on this FIREBAT, but it makes it look a lot more professional when you get screen record gameplay. Well, at least when you do it right. When you do it like this, it looks kind of terrible, but I still think some people would rather have this than just the screen recorded or camera recorded portion, so why the hell not? And at least we're getting playable-ish FPS, at least in this area. I don't know if it would stay that way.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
Oh, a chest. What do we got? A glazed vase. Yeah, we still get those lame frame time skips, though. I was hoping those weren't going to show their head, but they did. Oh well, though. This was a good spot to move on.
Now let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay here.
So, we stopped.
Looks
the
like,
ritual.
unfortunately, even with it looking like crap at 720p with FSR helping it out,
Varric made
we
his
still
choice
get
to
these
avoid
frame time
Solus.
skips and
He
whatnot.
knew the risks we all did.
So, if you're gonna play this game on here, you're just gonna have to deal with those, I guess. Because we're only using 2.8 gigs and it's still doing it. So it's either got nothing to do with VRAM,
He did.
or
When?
who knows.
Sorry, it was while I was unconscious. Solus appeared in my dream.
Really? I'm glad you're all right.
From what I saw, he's trapped in the Fade now. Not here, but some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams, even kill them.
He said our connection wasn't strong enough for him to do that. He could only reach me because I bled at the ritual site when I got banged up.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
He nearly brought down the veil, Nev. Can you do that?
You know it's not that simple.
He may not be a prayers and blessings kind of god, but he's a lot more than just a mage.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything.
Misty has come to visit.
But we're not out
Come on,
of
don't go
danger.
under the bed.
What
Why don't
do
you go up into
mean?
the tree?
Solus had two of the other elven gods
People
in
will want to
prison.
see you at the end of the
When they
video.
got trapped, they escaped.
Maybe something scared her.
those things we
Every
saw
once in a while,
about
something
Fade
scares her
in
and
the
she'll
ritual
go under the
went
bed or
wild.
under the couch or
Those,
something like that.
Elganon
Sometimes even under the
and
covers. Although
Two of the
sometimes she just
ancient
likes to get
elven
warm,
gods
so
that
she'll go
Solus
under the
rebelled
covers and
against.
I'll look all over for her and I'll just see this giant lump in my covers on my bed. Like, ah, there she is.
They're free because of us.
They're free because of Solus.
Lace is right. If we hadn't stopped that ritual, countless people would be dead.
I know, but still, they're out there now.
Okay? Then we find them and we stop them.
Solus says Elganon and Gillinane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. Without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate.
Yeah, she's fine.
Figure out
She
what
just
we're
walked
doing
into a
before we
door.
rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganon and Gillinane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine.
There you are.
The Illuvian
What you
led us
doing,
here
Mister?
instead of back to Minrathis.
Oh, don't play with
Let's
the
hope it goes
electrical
back
cord.
to the
That would
ritual
not
site.
I don't wanna.
Maybe
I don't
we
wanna
can find some
electrically
clues
fried,
at the
kitty.
scene of the crime.
No.
Harding, are you okay to go?
No. So
I'm
it's the
not gonna sit
that's the
that
you won't
long
let me do what I
for
want. Well,
God's
I'm gonna
destroyed
leave then.
because I have a headache.
Cats will be like that
All right,
sometimes.
then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
What is this codex? Ah, stuff to read for later. Okie dokie.
Alright, shit, I guess let's gather our team. Get out of this place here.
For all we know, there's a dozen.
Because I have a feeling this place is easier to run than most other places, but we shall see.
Back to Arlefin.
I'll at least keep the camera rolling until we get out of here.
I'm fine.
And then if they're going to talk for like 10 minutes, then I'll just shut the camera off for a second and turn it back on when they let me play again. But for now, we'll let them talk.
Well, then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site.
Alright, yeah, 40s.
But if
In a
the
lot of
gods
spots
really
now
did
that
get
we're in
out,
like a more
they're not
foresty
here
area.
Right.
Still playable,
Let's take a look
but
around and see if we can find
we're a
it.
long shot from anywhere close to 60 now. Well, shit.
Cut it down.
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Yeah, that seemed like the correct action.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Elise Harding.
Harding? What are you
But
doing?
alright, I think that's probably good
It's
for the camera recorded gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and get to wrapping this video on up.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Dragon Age The Veilguard on the FIREBAT mini PC, and it's pretty much what I was expecting. I mean, you can kind of play if you can deal with the stutters it has, so I could not really manage to get it to be smooth. After I turned the camera off, I fiddled with some settings a little bit more, and no matter what, I couldn't get it to stop doing that. So, if you can deal with that, then go for it. It's still playable, that's alright. But for me, I would just steer clear of this kind of game on this system, personally. But now you've seen it, and you can make your own decisions. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.